If you want.
So sorry.
Here, man, now there's a mess on this side.
Any volunteer to light a candle? Anyone else? We have one more candle. Yes. Please sit down. Come on. Sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.
Dear spiritual friends, before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha.
Namo tassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
The three refuges.
Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Next page. 5 precepts.
Anatipata Viremani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami, Adinadana Viremani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami, Kamesu Miccācara Viremani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami, Musāvāda Viremani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami, Suramere Manje Pamadanthana Viremani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami.
Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts.
Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect my cooperate others and practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and a long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness.
Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
ඉතිපිසෝ භගවා අරහං සම්මා සම්බුද්ධෝ විඤ්ඤාචරණ සම්පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්මසාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති.
Homage to the Dhamma.
ස්වාංඝාතෝ භගවතා ධම්මෝ සම්දිට්ඨිකෝ අකාලිකෝ ඒහි පස්සිකෝ ඕපනයිකෝ පංචන්තං වේදිතම්බෝ විඤ්ඤෝ හේති.
Homage to the Sangha.
සුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ උජුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ ඥායපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ යදිදං චත්තාරි පුරිස යුගානි අන්ත පුරිස පුංගලා ඒස භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනේයෝ පාහුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤං කෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාති. සාදු සාදු සාදු.
Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
ඝනසාරම් දදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදං සිනා තිලෝක දීපං සම්බුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමෝනුදං.
Offering of incense.
ගන්ධ සම්භාරයුත්තේන දෝපේනාහං සුගන්ධිනා පූජයේ පූජනීයං තං පූජා භාජන මුත්තමං.
Offering of flowers.
වන්න ගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සන්තතින් පූජයාමි මුනිං දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහේ පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන නේන පුඤ්ඤේන ඒතේන ලබාමි මොක්ඛං කුම්පං නිලායාති යථා ඉදං මේ කායෝ තථායාති විනාශ භාවං.
Offering of water.
ආදිවාසේතු නොබන්තේ පානීයං පරිකම්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Offering of drinks.
ආදිවාසේතු නොබන්තේ ගිලාන පච්චයං ඉමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Worship of shrines.
වන්දාමි චේතියං සම්බං සම්බඨානේසු පතිට්ඨිතං සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධින් බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සදා. සාදු සාදු සාදු.
Next page. Wish of well-being.
Namaste Mano Ratenante Yang Punyabhi Sandang Vipulang alantang tansanu bali hatante rayo.
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English.
Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made Adi. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made Adi. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the link in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindful develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from pain is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All things are not self. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
No. Let us together practice loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing. Let us take a moment to rejoice this moment. This is a precious moment in our life that we have taken this time to grow our goodness in our heart. Whatever practice we are going to do right here is going to help us a lot in our life. This is preparing ourselves to live a more peaceful, harmonious life. This is the moment to sharpen our mind and also smoothen our mind. And this training will help us a lot in our life. And that training will also benefit so many other people and other beings that we will encounter in our life. So rejoice this moment. This is a true gift that you are giving to yourself, which will benefit many others too. With that rejoice, make a determination. I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will dedicate myself fully to this practice. I will make use of this wholesome space, this guidance, and this gathering, and I will engage in a committed practice. With that determination, listen to the sound of the bell and the chant, and help yourself to settle down to this moment.
Dear spiritual friends, you are in front of the Buddha to practice meditation. We just chanted Namo Buddhaya, which means pay homage to the Buddha. You can just still hear the sound of that chanting resounding in your mind. Namo Buddhaya. Listen to your mind. Listen to that soothing sound of chanting. And settle down right here. You are in sitting posture. You can adjust your body into a comfortable meditative posture. Either way, you are sitting on a chair or on a cushion on the floor. Try to keep your upper body somewhat upright and keep your chin somewhat parallel to the floor. Better you can keep your eyes, both eyes, closed gently, and both palms are resting on your lap. Right palm on the top of left palm. That is the way we are meditating. You can keep both thumbs touching each other. This is your meditative posture. Try to keep this motionless posture during the meditation. If you feel you want to change or move your body, you can do it mindfully and slowly. Meanwhile, the meditation. Now, take a moment to feel how you are keeping your body. Feel the entire body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. From the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. Feel the whole body and relax. Relax your body. Relax your body. Relax your body. Feel how you are sitting, how the back muscles are pressing, where your body meets the cushion or the chair. Feel that pressing sensation in your body. You can feel the clothes that you are wearing touching your body, anywhere in your body. Feel that touching sensation. Be with your body. Feel your feet, your lower legs, upper legs, back muscles, belly muscles, chest muscles, and relax, relax, relax. Feel your chest area and both shoulders. To feel more closely, take a deep breath slowly. Hold it for a while Slowly breathe out and feel the relaxation of your upper body. Feel your upper arms, lower arms, palms, fingers and fingertips. You can feel how the fingers are touching each other. Feel the neck area, the facial muscles, forehead and top of your head. And relax. Relax your body. Relax your body. Relax your body. You are here. You are relaxed now. Everything is quiet, calm, and peaceful. Now it's time to find out your mind. Find out where your mind is right now. And observe what is really happening in your mind. What is going on there? How your mind is functioning right now. Thoughts. Various types of thoughts. Mind is going to past or future. Running into different directions. Observe your present mind. That is how your mind functions. Thoughts, thoughts, thoughts. Thoughts related to past, future, or present. Wholesome thoughts, unwholesome thoughts. Observe them no matter what they are. Mindfully observe the thoughts and notice them. You may have positive thoughts, or negative thoughts, or neutral thoughts. Let them occur. Just observe and notice. You are with your mind. Be with your mind. Be with your mind. Be with your mind. Observing and noticing the thoughts, you understand the nature of your mind, how your mind functions. With this understanding, now you can generate whatever thought that you wish, a wholesome thought, purposefully, you can cultivate thoughts in your mind. In this meditation, we are cultivating the thoughts of loving kindness, loving friendliness, the wishes of well being to everyone else. Wishing all beings to be well, happy, and peaceful. Loving kindness. What a beautiful thought that you can generate. To cultivate the thoughts of loving kindness and extend to all beings. First, you can start from yourself. As a being, as an individual, think about yourself. This person sitting right here, this being, and genuinely cultivate the thoughts of loving kindness for yourself. The guidance will help you. Mindfully listen to the guidance. Repeat them in your mind and generate loving kindness. Be with the guidance. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I be safe. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. May my mind be well. Be healthy. Be healed. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. Generate loving kindness more and more and radiate them throughout your body, wishing a healthy body. Feel your body and radiate the vibes of loving kindness into each and every parts of the body, from the skin, the internal organ of the body. Deeply appreciating the support of all these parts, the systems, the organs, and the systems of your body. Radiate loving kindness. May this body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate your loving kindness into the internal body, from the skin to all the systems, into all the parts of the body. Even in this moment, they are functioning for you. Deeply appreciate that support and fill your body with loving kindness. May the skin, the muscles, the bones of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May all the systems, including the respiratory system, the cardiovascular system, the digestive system, the genitourinary system, the nerve systems, the immune system, may all these systems of my body which are functioning for you, for me right now, be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May all the sensory organs, the eyes, ears, nose, and tongue, and brain, and all the other organs of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. Observe your present mind. Your mind is peaceful with the thoughts of loving kindness. You are full of loving kindness. Now it's time to expand the loving kindness you generated for yourself beyond yourself. The same genuine wishes of loving kindness to all others, without exception, to everyone else. The loving kindness you are generating is boundless, no limits. Now you can extend the same wishes of loving kindness to all beings. You are extending these wishes, expecting nothing in return. That is the nature of true loving kindness. Let's start from here. Wherever you are practicing this meditation, think about the people or anyone else staying close by you. Let's think about these spiritual friends who are practicing this meditation with you. And share the same wishes with each other. May all these spiritual friends who are meditating with me be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all these friends who are here to practice meditation be safe, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Let's expand our loving kindness beyond this room. Think about the beloved ones in your life, your family members, relatives, friends, neighbors, co-workers, or anyone else in your life. Think about them and genuinely extend the same wishes for them. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness beyond the circle of beloved ones. There are so many other beings, visible or invisible, living near or far away places, not only human beings. You can extend these wishes to all the animals, to all the other creatures. From here, sitting here, expand your loving kindness to faraway places. You can extend the wishes of loving kindness to every direction, to the direction of the front, back, left, right, above and below. May all beings living in every direction be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May all beings be safe. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be healed. Be healed. Be healed. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Repeat it in your mind and generate loving kindness for all beings. Enjoy the loving kindness within yourself. Feel how the loving kindness has made your mind peaceful. Be with your peaceful mind, full of loving kindness. You are relaxed and peaceful. Now you can gently move your attention into your breath. If you have changed your posture, just try to keep your upper body somewhat upright and take a deep breath and slowly breathe out. Feel the area in between your upper lip and nostrils. Take few more deep breaths slowly, holding it for a while. Slowly breathe out. Be with your breath until you hear the sound of the bell. Mindfully breathe in and mindfully breathe out. Be with your breath. Different other thoughts may occur in your mind. Observe them mindfully. Come back to your breath. Mindfully breathe in. Mindfully breathe out. දුක්ඛප්පත්තාච නිදුක්ඛා භයප්පත්තාච නිබ්භයා සෝකප්පත්තාච නිස්සෝකා හොන්තු සබ්බේපි May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. And let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful meditation in our life. And let's deeply feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who transmitted this practice, this wisdom from generation to generation. And also you can appreciate the guidance and the instructions you received for this meditation. And let's deeply feel grateful to anyone else who supported us to practice this meditation peacefully and comfortably, particularly who are taking care of this center, who arrange and clean this place for you to practice this meditation. Let's deeply feel grateful for them. And even these non-living things we are using for meditation, this bell, the cushion, the chair, these devices, deeply feeling gratitude to everyone and everything. To conclude our meditation, let's say Sadhu 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Enough. Thank you, Bhante. Yeah, so nice to have this session. Today we have a room full of people, and any sharing, any questions of your practice? Was it a smooth ride or the bumpy one? Smooth, okay. Okay, so if no sharing or questions, we can move to the next part of the program. During this time, you know that we are in a special 3 months period, what you call Vasana period, which was started on July full moon day and going all the way to the October full moon. During this 3 months period, and we are doing additional practices, and as monks and as also our members, we want to put a little bit more extra effort to learn more and practice more during this period. As a part of that, additional programs, we have a meditation retreat coming on this Sunday, and then there will be another 3 days meditation retreat in September. But during Wednesday meditation, we also have we are studying the Buddhist text and on focusing on important theme. And I also started giving you challenges. So last week our theme was gratitude. We learn about gratefulness and the role that gratefulness plays in our spiritual practice. And I gave you a challenge. Who remembers the challenge? Yes. Yeah. Rich, what was the challenge?
To think of 3 people that you were grateful for and that maybe helped you in the past, or somebody you haven't seen in a while.
Good.
And either talk to them or write to them.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
if you could find people then to think of things that are useful in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyone would like to share, how did you do that challenge? Anyone would like to share? Did you really?
Well, I
Yeah.
could.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm at the age where most of the people that I wanted to thank are not here anymore. But I did have an old friend that I haven't been in touch with, and he's tried to get in touch with me, and I just never kept in touch. So I did call him.
Wow.
We had a good conversation. I told him I appreciated his friendship.
So glad.
We'll be getting together.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 items I thought of, if anybody else rides a bike in here, you always have a relationship with your bicycle, so I'm very close to my bicycle.
Then you go and
Yeah.
you can touch it and express.
Exactly. I rode it this week. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Thank you, Rich. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, it's also I like music, so
Amazing.
the other object was my music amp.
Thank you, Rich, for sharing. That is so touching. Yeah. Anyone else like to share? How did you do the challenge? Did you? Yes.
My first person was my stepsister,
Mm-hmm.
who when we were in high school and that we were really close. And then after we went our separate ways. And I was going through stuff and I found a hat that was her dad's and something else. And so I put them in a box and I put some pictures that I had in there and I wrote her a note. Yeah, my friend in high school. We hadn't been in communication for a really long time, so I'm hoping.
You were this. Oh, okay. Did you post them?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. Great, thank you. Okay, so when you do these challenges, it's really help us to cultivate our gratitude. So that's the goal of the 3 months. So today, this week, we start a new theme, and that is generosity. So today we are going to learn about generosity, and then I will give you a challenge at the end. Okay, so generosity is an important part of our spiritual path, and in fact, the whole path even starts with generosity. So generous acts, it means sharing what we have with others, and it's not only sharing material stuff, but also sharing our time and sharing our labor, and even giving our attention to someone is an act of generosity. So there are many ways that we can be generous, and that whole practice of being generous is making a very good impact on our mind in our spiritual practice, because the moments of generosity are the moments that we can actually come out of ourselves, at least temporarily. Means that in ordinary life, as ordinary beings, we are kind of caged within ourselves. You can call it ego. we are within ourselves. We are within the cage of our interests, our wants, our needs, our concerns, our problems, and we are within that cage all the time, thinking about my needs, my concern. Yeah, I mean my desires, which is not wrong. That is how we all function, but that's how we live our life most of the time. But whenever we do some act of generosity, some sharing, some giving, and we can temporarily come out of that cage and be open. That those are the glimpses or the moments that we come out from our self-centeredness. As beings, it's common, it's normal, it's natural for us to be self-centered. We have to protect ourselves, we have to, live this life, and we have to interact with the environment. So we function as a self-centered being. But when a spiritual path is helping us, growing us to go beyond that, normal, natural, ordinary, self-centeredness, to go beyond ourselves. And acts of generosity are kind of glimpses, moments that we kind come out from that cage. So so therefore those moments are really memorable moments we can think about. So in the Buddha's teaching, we find a lot of teachings about generosity, what we call dana, and dana is the term for generosity, giving or sharing, and we also use term dana for giving food, but dana in general is sharing. Today I selected one important discourse from this collection of the Buddha's teaching. And that is our second goal during this training retreat. We'll try to learn the actual discourse of the Buddha. And this collection is called Numerical Discourses of the Buddha. We call Anguttara Nikaya. And we know that the teachings of the Buddha after his passing away were preserved by his immediate disciples by categorizing them into different books, different categories. So we learn about, they categorize long discourses into one category, we call Digha Nikaya, and the middle length discourses, and then also connected discourses. And then today we are going to talk, select a discourse on numerical discourse. We have Buddha talks about numbers. And here we have chapters from number 1 to number 11. So I have selected one discourse where Buddha talks about number 7. Means that in this discourse, Buddha talks about there can be 7 motivations, 7 types of motivations for our giving. Whenever we give something to someone, there can be various types of motivation underneath it, right? And although it's an act of giving, there can be various motivations, underlying mental state. What is the motivation to give? Right? So here Buddha recognized 7 such motivations. So they are given in a kind of gradual order, starting with less, what we call, starting with less valuable motivation and going all the way to the most valuable, most precious motivation. But any motivation is going to be good. So I'm going to summarize it because we want to save time. But here, interesting. I mean, before I come to that, interesting incident happened. So the Buddha, when he gave this discourse, he was living in an area called Champa in northern India, and he was living near a big lotus pond. And so we also one day should build a lotus pond here. Called Gagra lotus pond. And of course, Buddha was such environmental. I mean, he liked to put in the environment. So it's living near this lotus pond together with his disciples, but the lay community in that area came on that day and met Venerable Sariputta, one of the chief disciples of the Buddha, and told him, and the Buddha has been living in our area for quite some time, but we didn't get a chance to hear an important teaching from him, and we would like to get an important teaching from him. And Venerable Sariputta suggested him, why not you come on Uposatha day? That means, Uposatha means actually the full moon day or the new moon day. It is not clear actually here which day, but maybe full moon day. So he suggests, okay, the full moon day is the day that Buddha is open to give teachings. So come on the full moon day. They all organized themselves. So on the full moon day, they all came. And Venerable Sariputta and told the Buddha they are interested in giving us listen and teaching. So Venerable Sariputta had a discussion with the Buddha to benefit this lay community. They were listening to their discussion. So in this discussion, we find this. So Buddha is actually talking to Venerable Sariputta, but actually not really teaching him, teaching the community. But the dialogue happened between the Buddha and Sariputta. So I'll summarize. It's saying that there are a number of ways that people can give gifts, give things, but these are the possible motivations that one can have. So the first motivation, there's a case, Sariputta, a person makes a gift seeking his own profit, with the mind attached to the reward, seeking to store them for himself and thinking that I will enjoy the benefit of this gift later. That is the less people can say motivation. So we can give gifts with what we call in English giving things with strings attached. Yes, yeah. So that's one motivation of giving. Maybe people make donations and give things, having some kind of reward, expecting some reward in return. And maybe in some cases it could be some recognition, or could be some actual some benefit, rewards, or even but it still is act of giving. It's still, if it's benefiting, even you have some string attached, if it is benefiting, it is a good act, but not necessarily the perfect, but it's still good. So that can be one motivation, having reward and seeking one's own rewards. And second, instead, there's a case that a person makes a gift thinking that giving is good, stealing is bad, giving is good. So yes, you give simply because it is good to give. It benefits others, it benefits even the giver. So the motivation is the belief that giving is good. It's never going to be bad. Giving is good.
I was going to say it's sort of self-gratifying, right? To think that, just for that reason.
Yeah.
Not pure.
But yes. So just thinking that, and then that's second motivation. That it is third motivation. There's a case one makes a gift thinking that this was given in the past, done in the past by my father, my mother, my father's father. It would not be right for me to let this old family custom die. Therefore, maybe you had a tradition in your family used to make donations to certain charities. And that has been a tradition that your forefathers did it, your father did it, and now your generation. So you think that it's not good to stop this tradition, this good custom. There can be good customs, right? So I will also give. That could be another motivation. Good, it's still good, yeah. And fifth one, there's a case that one makes a donation gift thinking, I cook, I earn, but these recluses do not cook. They don't earn. So therefore, it would be preferable for me when I do cook and give them some share also. This is actually particularly, typical in the Asian context. I think maybe to some extent, area too. But there are always some people who dedicated their life for spiritual practices, and they don't do normally worldly things. They don't really earn a living, and they don't. So, and in many parts of Asian countries, even monks, mainly monks, and any other ascetics, will rely on community for their meal, and as we do these days also. So usually for spiritual growth and meditation. Another motivation that these people have dedicated their life for spiritual practices, but I'm a person who is living this worldly life. I'm making a living. I have enough to eat. I cook, I prepare food, and these people do not do that. Let me support them. I appreciate what they are doing. I don't have time for that, but at least I appreciate what they are doing. So you just support their spiritual practice in appreciation. So that's another motivation. And then the fifth motivation is there's a case where a person makes a gift thinking, just as there were great sacrifices of sages of the past, and there was a list of names of people, who have given so generous in the past. In the same way, I will distribute my gifts. That means you are inspired by great personalities in the past who were so selfless, so generous, has given so much, and done so much to the society, has given selfless to others. So you learn about them, you learn about their stories, their personalities, and you also become inspired by them, and then you feel like it's just like them, and selfless and sacrifice and give. That could be another motivation for you to give, being inspired by another great person who has given so much to the society. And then the sixth one, there's a case where a person makes a gift thinking, when this gift of mine is given, it calms my mind, and satisfaction and joy arises. So that's a little more noble kind of motivation, that whenever gift of mine is given, it calms my mind, and there's an inner joy. So I remember we had yesterday, when we had similar discussion in Oakman Library, someone said that whenever they want to give something to someone, sometimes people refuse to receive it, and he said, don't destroy my joy of giving, please take it. Like, because when you want to give something to someone, it gives you joy also as a giver. So when the person hesitant to take, and he said, please don't destroy my joy of giving. So anyway, so there's other motivation that giving makes my mind calm. Giving gives me gratification and joy, a different kind of joy, not the kind of pleasure we get from our sensual indulgence, but a different noble kind of joy. So motivated by that, so calm our mind, in order to experience that joy, you can give also. The seventh one, which could be the highest noble motivation. There's a case a person makes a giving thinking that this is an adornment for the mind and benefit or of a support for the mind, which means I'm giving this as a way of purifying my mind, as an adornment of my mind. That means giving with wish of purifying one's mind from stinginess, purifying one's mind from craving. So you give something as a way to reduce your craving. You give something as a way to purify your mind. You give something as a way to diminish your ego. So as a way of purifying our mind from craving or stinginess. So no other expectation, just to, because our whole goal in the spiritual path is also overcome our craving. So giving as a way of purifying one's mind from stinginess. So whatever the motivation, giving is always good. But know that maybe you can reflect. Whenever you want to give, you can reflect. What is my motivation? So if the motivation is, maybe I have some hidden expectation of a reward, still giving is good. Maybe you can reflect that, maybe purify a little bit, and purposely purify a little bit. So someone can argue that even having like a joy of giving is also a benefit, right? But I think giving is always good, but it's important we can reflect and then try to purify our motivation if we can be really mindful and watchful of that. Yes.
I read an email a couple of days ago, just the anticipation of generosity will give someone happiness. The act of actually giving them gives them happiness, and then that person seeing them receive that gift. So all the way down, you get it.
Happiness, yes. That's the beauty of generosity, because it helps us to come out from ourselves, come out from our self, centered cage. So whenever you are preparing to give, it gives you different kind of happiness. When in the very act of giving, you're handing over to someone, it makes you happy. When you even reflect later, I was able to do this. And it also give you happiness. And we think about how the other people will benefit from that. So before the act, during the act, after the act. Yes. Any other thoughts? Yes.
So on the same topic, I had one question from my personal experience. So there was one instance where I did like a large donation to a hospital. At the time, like this was a few years back. Because one of my friends contacted me and I just did that. But afterwards, I started like questioning about what my motive was. Right? Why did I do that? Then I started questioning, is it selfish for me to give this expecting maybe a happiness, right? So I started actually like questioning, should I even be doing this if I'm not like doing it for the right reasons? So I think what you just said was like that, it doesn't really matter, just go ahead and do it. But I just had this doubt in my mind, like after doing this. So after the act, I was like questioning
what was the
then,
motivation?
Essentially, I just felt like I didn't at the end didn't feel happy about it. Right?
Yeah, I think usually our motivation is quite mixed most of the time. But what we can do, learning from these, teachings, what we can do, we can purify it. Even if we give it the expectation of a reward, it's still good because it's going to benefit someone. It's not the perfect way of giving, but if it's benefiting someone, okay. But then we can purify, okay, and maybe we can think differently now, right? And I think it's a good thing, because whenever the highest motivation is like giving something as a way of reducing our craving and as a way of purifying our mind from stinginess. When we have that motivation, we don't worry too much about who is the receiver, does he deserve my gift, and will they be using it for proper thing. You don't worry about that, because your goal is to reduce this craving, right? And sometimes, of course, it's good to always think, where you are giving your donation, you have to make sure that they're not being misused. You are helping a good cause. That is always good. But there should be a point that we should let go of all these concerns and just, and do it as a way of, to reduce one's craving. And so otherwise, our whole act of giving can get a little, little, what do you call, diluted or polluted.
And also, Bhante, we should maintain these three areas, right? Before giving and while giving and after giving. So we should be skillful to maintain those
purity
areas.
on this. Even before we give, we make sure that I'm giving with a good place in my heart, right? and then while giving, you try to check and purify it, and after giving.
So defilement may come arouse and come defilement will arise and lose the purity.
Yeah.
So therefore it is
Yeah.
it is important to maintain these three
Yeah.
areas always.
Yes, mind can be very tricky. Mind can be very tricky. Yes.
So in such a case, two gifts are given. One is the initial gift, and the other is to give oneself the gift of self-reflection.
Yes, exactly.
So then
Yeah.
one becomes more conscious.
Yes. So that's how our act of giving becomes not only a service to others, but also a part of our spiritual growth. Yeah. Yes. So now I would like to give you the challenge. Okay. Are you ready?
Sounds like a TV show.
Yeah. So, okay, see whether you can do this challenge. Okay, just like within next 7 days, you have 7 days until the next Wednesday. Okay, within 7 days, try to give a gift as a way of purifying your mind from your stinginess. Like let's try to practice the highest goal, highest motivation. Let's try to give something as a way of, reducing our craving. So the one way to do it is actually find a way to give a gift that you will not even be appreciated. Like you will not get a chance to, like you are giving a gift in a way that you don't even receive an appreciation. So then you are just doing it, as a way of, purifying our mind. So try to find a way that you can give a gift to someone that you don't get a chance to receive even an appreciation. It's like a silent act of giving. I was sharing Bandi, right? Last April, we received a care package from someone. Today, even until now, we don't know who is the person.
May, right?
Eh?
For Vesak with May.
For Vesak.
Yeah.
For Vesak. Yeah, for Vesak. We receive a gift package, and especially things that we really need. And someone has posted it, and we have the written address in
No names.
Verona, but no name. So we don't get a chance to say thank you, but we deeply appreciate whoever has given that. So I'm just giving an example. Maybe you can, pay a bill of someone who's, want to buy something. Can you think about a way, can someone suggest how you can give something that you didn't even the receiver doesn't know who gave that?
Like if you're going through the drive-through at a fast food place, you could pay for the person behind you,
Very good.
and then you drive off and they don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody did that to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was buying just a soda, and they paid for my soda. The person in front of me.
Okay, yeah.
And
So-
I didn't know until I got up to pay. And
Yeah.
I said, oh, the person in front of me.
So those are the one you have to do within next 7 days. Okay, just try to do at least one. And it doesn't have to be always a material thing or pay money, but you can also do some labor. Means, I don't know, maybe, wash someone's windscreen. I don't know. Maybe cut someone's grass. Yes. Neighbor, yeah. Yes. Okay, so that's your challenge. Okay, so try to do at least one before next Wednesday. So and if you like, you can share. What did you do? So make effort to do something, and at least one act of generosity that you don't get a chance to even receive an appreciation. Okay, so with that, let us move to the other part of the program. Turn to page number 14. So we will share this goodness with others by coming to this practice today and doing this meditation together and engaging in this wholesome practice. We have generated so much goodness in our heart, and it is now time for us to share this merits with everyone else. Let us first of all recall to our mind our departed family members, our ancestors, or any other friends or relatives who are no more with us today, but who cared for us so much, who loved us so much. Let us think about them and share these merits with them too. May all of them share these merits. May all of them be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo. Let us also share these merits with all other living beings. If there's any living being who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. Ittavata ca amhi samvatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act begin the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be hateful. Now we will do this blessing chant for all of you. We deeply appreciate your commitment to come here and do this practice today. We will chant for you. We are going to chant the Loving Kindness Sutra given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. And may you receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. May you receive the blessings of the wholesome vibrations that we are generating now. May you receive the blessings of the loving kindness that we are radiating towards you. And by the power of these blessings, may you receive good health, peace, and happiness. May you be blessed with strength and courage to overcome difficulties in your life. And may you receive support and help. May you all be well. And may you can also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, your friends, and recall them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. කරණීය මත්ත කුසලේන යන්තං සන්තං පදං අபிසමිච්ච සක්ඛෝ මුජුච සුජුච සුවචෝ චස්ස මුදු අනතිමානී සන්තෝසංස කෝච සුබරෝච අප්පකිච්ඡෝච සල්ලහුක වොන්තේ සන්ත්‍රින්ද්‍රියෝච නිපකෝච අම්පගම් කුලේසු අනනුගින්දෝ නච කුන්දං සමාචරේ කිංචේන විඤ්ඤෝ පරි උපවදෙයං සකිනෝ වාකේමිනෝ හොන්තු සබ්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතත්තා ඒකේ චිපාන බුදත්ති තසාවාතාවරාවා අනවසේසාදිගාවායේ මහන්තාවා මජ්ජිමාරසංසකානුකතුලා දෙට්ටාවායේ වහන්දෙට්ටායේ චදුරේ වසන්ති අවිදුරේ භූතාවා සම්භවේසීවා සම්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතත්තාන පරෝ පරම් නිකුම්බේත නාති මංගීත කන්ත චිනං කංචේ ව්‍යාරෝසනා පටිග සංඥානාඤ්ඤමඤ්ඤස්ස දුක්ඛමිච්ඡේය මාතා යථානියං පුත්තං ආයුසා ඒක පුත්ත මනුරක්කේ එවම්පි සම්බ භූතේසු මාන සංභාවයි අපරිමාණං මෙත්තං ච සම්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සංභාවයි අපරිමාණං උද්දං අදෝච තිරියං ච අසංඝාතං අවීරං අසපත්තං තිට්ඨං චරං නිසින්නෝ වාසයානෝ යාව තස්ස විගත මිද්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිට්ඨේ බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝ දෙට්ඨින් ච අනුපගම්ම සීලවා දස්සනේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනීයගේ ධම්නහි ජාතු ගබ්බසෙයං පුනරේති තේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සොන්ති තේ හෝතු සම්පදායේ තේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු තේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සම්බීතියෝ විවංජන්තු සම්බරෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවන්තන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භව භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොන්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොන්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොන්ති භවන්තු තේ. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Try to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do during your past few days. Think about an actual incident that you were able to help someone. You were able to listen to someone, or even a simple act of kindness, like opening the door for someone or giving the way when you drive. Just recall an actual incident of a kind deed. Let us rejoice these opportunities to be kind to others. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pains. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about incident in your past few days that someone was kind to you. Someone was caring for you. Recall such an incident. Or even seen someone else kind acts. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for your participation. And as you know that this is the rainy retreat period, so we are having a garage sale on August 2nd. And this is actually our first garage sale. That says that, we have no clue what is happening. So therefore, I really like, support if you are familiar with garage sale. We are receiving, donations now. Even today I saw some donation, but I think the biggest challenge will be actually to sort out, these donations and price them. So we are doing it on Friday, August 1st, in the afternoon and the evening. And August 1st is the day we arrange, yeah. So if on Friday afternoon, evening, if you can come and help us with, sorting out, there's a sign-up sheet outside, Nancy can, drag it and in outside near the. So you can put your name that really appreciate, or even the very day or August 2nd, we will have. So we also need some support to sell items. From 9 we are going to have 9 p.m. to 2 p.m. But you can sign up for a particular hour or whatever hour that you can come and help. So really deeply appreciate that. And during this 3 months period, people also take a turn to provide monks their basic needs, food, and also whatever needed for the center. So different weeks have been sponsored by different families, and there's one week that is sponsored by our Wednesday meditation group. So our sister Kalyani will coordinate that. Which week is that?
That is the August 17th through 22nd.
Yeah. So August 17th or 18th, they can come and So those who want, can you invite? Yes.
Yes, so we are actually putting the email together, how the process work and what are the days. So there will be email followed by 3 sign-up sheets. One would be the day on the beginning of our sponsorship, that possible that anybody could come and bring a dish, and then we serve monks. That will be the starting day, and that will be on Sunday. And then there's a second sign-up sheet would be Monday. A couple of us can provide Tuesday, likewise until Friday for that week. And then the third sign-up sheet would be during this period. Actually, the monks they collect some useful things what they have to use during the whole year for the temple, for themselves, for other people, that visitors. So those items that people can bring 1 or 2 items. So
Yeah.
those would be listed there.
Yeah.
And it should be coming out soon.
Yeah. So if you'd like to be part, and please give her your email. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So really appreciate those who join our YouTube. Really appreciate your participation. Really appreciate your commitment to practice from home. We look forward to see you again, and I hope that you also remember the challenge. So you can also use our chat option. You can share whatever your thoughts or comments in the chat section also. Thank you, everyone. Please good night, and please come to have blessing strings if you like.